So I've kind of come to realize that I actually feed into a lot of the Canadian stereotypes that there are. Like, I wear a Maple Leafs hat like every video that I've made so far. And I have about like 10 Tim Hortons mugs. I just love the place. I used to work there. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm sorry about that. I mean, it's an F1 video. You don't really want to watch this. Just roll the new intro. It's fine. So what's up, you Lowe's hairpins? Today I'm actually going to be doing another livery redesign. I got some comments on the last one of the Ferrari that you guys wanted me to do the Renault 2020 livery. And I'm going to be doing that today, don't worry, but it's going to be with a bit of a twist. Rather than making something that would be ideal to me, I'm actually going to be going back in the past to classic Renault liveries and kind of taking some inspiration from them and making just a new car with the 2020 kind of arrow. So why don't we run on over to the computer, which is, right here, and take a look and see what I've done. Okay, so here is the 2020 Renault F1 livery as it stands, and as is customary with this series, I'm going to kind of go through the things I don't like about the car first, and then the things that I do, and just kind of let you know what I'm going to be kind of removing and keeping in. So first off, the things that I don't like. And now moving on to the things that I do like, is basically the whole car. I love this thing. I think it looks really sleek, really clean. And actually, if you go ahead and watch my 2020 ranked liveries video, I'll leave a card up above and you can go watch that. I mean, stay here first, but go watch that after. You'll see where it ranks between all 10 teams, but I do love this car. I love how they switched to the matte paint finish this year. I know it was glossy last year. And I mean, the one nitpick I can have about this livery is this E-Tech plug-in hybrid logo. I understand they probably have to have it there because it's kind of their own line of plug-in hybrid road cars that Renault makes. But like, I just don't like the fact that it's blue. So I'll implement it in a different way in the final design. So basically, you're probably wondering what classic car did I choose? Because I bet you're thinking I chose the mid-2000s Renault cars that had that, teal, blue, and yellow look, which I do like, but they're not my favorite Renault liveries from the past. My favorite from the past is actually the 1983 Renault that Alain Prost drove. Great looking car. I love the color combination with the black. The white looks really good, and the red number. Really nice contrast. Really eye-catching and just a good-looking car. So we're gonna take some inspiration. I'm not gonna do a carbon copy, but we're gonna take some pretty heavy inspiration from this particular car. So what do we do first? We gotta fill it in. I know you're probably thinking, Zach, what are you doing? You forgot like half the car. It's all good. I'll show you what's gonna happen there. We are going to fill in the shark fin, and that's where our white's gonna go. Very similarly placed to the 83 car. So let's move along here to the side pod area. You can see I've kind of flipped the black and the yellow. On the 83 they had the yellow in the middle. I think the black in the middle looks better on the 2019 just because the halo is already black and it helps that kind of blend in just a little bit more. So I decided to put the yellow just on the bottom there. Moving on to the logo itself. We see Renault DP World is the name of the team this year. DP World is the title sponsor of the team. And similarly to Renault Elf from the 83 days, we have to keep that in there as the title sponsor. So I did kind of a similar look and feel to what they did there as well. And now moving on to one of my favorite parts of the car, as I mentioned before, is the number. I think the red looks friggin' awesome. I just did an eyedropper from the color and got the exact color from the 83 car and did the same kind of white outline and black overlay. Already looking very much like the 83 car. Loving the way this looks so far. And now moving on to more of the sponsors here. Popping on the Infiniti logo. They're a big sponsor of Renault as well. They've actually been going back for a while now, and I do like their logo right there, just kind of filling in that kind of convergence of the colors. And then working into the kind of line design they have going on here next to the turbo, I kind of wanted to bring more light to that and kind of, it's very retro, bring that in just a little bit more to the modern car. So what I did was we added in the lines just like that. You see here the yellow is kind of coming out of the yellow from the front over the halo down into the Infiniti logo. And I think it looks super sick. And I think going down the track, it would just make the car look like it's just flying through the circuit. And now we kind of have to fill in this kind of shark fin area because there's a lot of empty blank space there. And the only, logo I found that could really do that for us is DuPont. I don't know, DuPont. Very long, lengthy logo that takes up the space very nicely. And as I said before, it helps the whole car kind of converge onto the back. Looks really nice there. Moving on to the end plate on the front. Renault logo, pretty safe and it's not much else you can do on the end plate there. And then going to E-Tech, as I said, I wanted to implement them just a little bit differently. I took out the blue, popped them on the back end plate. Still a very prevalent part of the car that a lot of people are going to see, so not really too worried about that. RCI is Renault's own bank. I mean, sure, Renault, you have a bank. Why don't you put some money into the car to make it go faster? Don't at me. Very prevalent spot in the car. As I've said in previous livery redesigns, I hate circular logos because they're so hard to implement into a car that's made to look like it's going fast. So I did my best with that there. Castrol, pop it right there. I'm fine with that. This area of most F1 cars is usually used for long style logos, so I'm okay with that right there. Old Renault logo, popping it on the end plate as well. I love the way it kind of blends into the way that, we have the lines up here. Very similar kind of look and feel, kind of brings the whole car together. And then we have Daniel Ricciardo's flag and name, very similar to what they did with Prost. I kind of wanted to do the same thing as well. And I think that's a good spot for it. It looks very nice there. So yeah, that is the 2020 1983 Renault DP World mishmash of a livery. I hope you guys like it. I'll leave a side-by-side comparison of the original 2020 with this one, and I'll also leave a poll just up above so you guys can vote on which one you prefer. And don't forget to drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys would have done differently, if you liked what I did or not. Thanks again for watching these videos. I really do appreciate all the love and support we've gotten so far on the channel. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at the Apex F1. Again, lots of stuff going on over there as well. Don't forget to lick the stamp, send that subscribe button. This has been Apex F1. I have been Zach, and I hope you have a great day.